Hello, this is Sherry. I've been requested to make a flower card that I posted earlier, and I'm going to show you how I did it with our new Diamond Press Spring Bloom auto ship. I pre-cut it, some of the pieces and everything, but to start off, I start off with cardstock, and I fold this that I made sure that it is big enough to cut my flower. And I've seen some that are hinged at one. Maybe today I'll do that way. Okay, so I fold it just by eye. And you got to make sure that you have a little bit overhanging, that it doesn't cut it off. You'll be putting a piece over, then that will be your hinge to open the card up. So I will take my washi tape and hold this down. And before I run it through the marquise, I'm just going to cut off the excess so it fits better. And I'm going to take a well-loved folder, put it in there. And run this through. Other ones I took and ran through already, so save a little bit of time and show you the process of what I do. I'm falling apart over here. Trying to stay organized, but it just doesn't seem to stay that way in the craft room. Okay. So now you'll have the flower that it opens. You can use it this way or this way. Okay. So then I cut 2 of each, and this was from the paper that Diamond Press has on right now. It's like typing paper. That's the weight of it, and it seems to make the flowers pretty nice. So what I'll do is the first one I will glue to cover that cut off end. I will glue that on top, but I'll have to decide how I want this. Well, before I do that, I take the inks and ink around them too, just to add some texture onto these leaves or petals. I'll do them all right way. Then that way you know that I do it on all of them. It just makes it give more interest in the leaves. And you don't have to be fancy or nothing, because once you see what I do, like I said, I did 2 of each layering down size. You're gonna get a little messy, but this is how crafting goes. And geez, I must have cut. I cut out 4 when I folded that, huh? I did it for all of them. I folded the paper. All right. I'll save them for another flower. I think I did it for every one. I told you this paper's really thin. That's probably why I didn't even realize that I did it. And this is good. This will save me time to make another one. Flower card. Yep. Didn't even realize it. All right, so now that all the pieces are inked up on this, first thing that I do is I will put this on the card by gluing it. Just remember not to glue the top of this because that will be on the outside. And I don't want to stay too far out at the end. And the glue that I use is Nouveau Deluxe. I got this off of HSN. And then I'll line it up. Oops, sorry. Taking it for a ride. And then that's your bottom piece that will stay. Okay, so what I will do now is I will turn these over on the other side, all the pieces. And I will spray them with water. Just a little bit. And then what I do is I take a tool. These were the ones that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and they work great for arranging flowers. I will push it down in the center here, and I will bring this all up around that it's manipulating. And then I will twist it. And the tighter you twist it, the more texture it gets on the flower. And it will get your center. And just crunch it up. I know you're probably thinking, what? But this is how the flowers look more like God's creation. Take this smaller one. And these tools were in the baking section of the Dollar Tree. And I found out that they make pretty good with the flowers. And let's just roll that. And that. Okay. Now, since I'm showing you here, I'm going to have to turn on my heat gun to dry these because you let them sit. If you make a bunch of these and let them sit overnight, they dry really nice. But I'm going to speed it up a little bit, so I'm sorry for the noise. But this will help with it drying. And it doesn't take long because I didn't over drench the flowers. That should be good. Okay. Now, when I open these up, This takes a little bit to get them open, but you'll see that they will look like all wrinkly. And the wrinklier they are, the more they look like a flower. So I'll lay them out. Oh, I tore that one, but that's okay because that wasn't dry, but that's okay. We can fix that. That was a little damp, but the typewriter paper is seems to work, that it makes it look more natural. That one wasn't, the other one that tore wasn't quite dry enough, but we can cover that up. It will be okay. Because we're going to end up poking a hole in it anyhow. And I'm trying to keep the sizes of them, that they're small, large, not. This one tore too. Okay. This is the last one. And I try to bend these down around. Okay. All right. So I have to get some stems here. You gotta look where I put them. Okay, and these stamens I got on a mystery bundle pack from Tractor's Companion the other year. And I didn't know what I was going to do with them, and then I started making flowers, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So what I'll do is I'll take about four of them, and I will fold them in half for the centers of the flowers. And I'll just twist them with my fingers like this. Okay. So I'm going to let them finish drying up a little bit. And the leaves, I took the largest and the next largest size leaf. And I also add texture. So this I use is the Diamond Press. Also, this was from the pastel with the green. And I will just do the edges and a little bit in the center. On both of these, and then I will add brown from also the Diamond Press. And the brown seems to help it, like add more depth into it. So I will tap the edges, do a little bit. And this is just regular from paper. They had it on sale over at Hobby Lobby the other week, half price. It was like only $5.95, but till it was on sale, it was $3 something. And it was 50 sheets of 3 different kinds of variegation of greens, and it's cardstock. Paper Studio, that's what it's called. They seem to be putting their Paper Studio goes on sale every so often. I just watch when they send out the emails if I'm running low on paper. And that way I have it. Okay. So, the way I crinkle my leaves is, I had this for over 20 years. Fiskars makes it, but I don't know, anymore if they have it. I haven't looked. So I will put it in on an angle, and you got to squeeze the handle, or squeeze this handle and then turn, cranking it. And this is how I get the texture on my leaves. And then I'll shake it a different way, maybe. And it's just really cute to have your leaves. And as the leaves are finished, so I'll be plugging in my hot glue gun for gluing everything together. And this goes fairly easy, fast. So when I take the card, so the next thing is I have to poke holes in the center. And I'll start off with my big one first. And I'll just poke a hole in there. And the next size, actually I can put it all together here. And I stagger the leaves, or the petals. Let's see, I can put this torn one down here. See, I told you I wouldn't even see it. Now these two little ones are the tough ones. I need a finer. So I'm going to try to do this with a needle because these will tear quick. But as long as I have the hole started. I won't tear it when I go to punch it through here to make it a little bit bigger for the stamens to fit through. So this is why I spun the stamens to make it like a little needle to thread through the holes. If I can't get them through, I have to poke them with the pokey tool. See, I don't have them fine enough. I should glue it just a tip here. Let me dip. And wind it. That way they stay together. We're sticking them in. See, this one wasn't completely in the center, but that's okay. Just keep feeding them through. Didn't I poke a hole in this one? I must have. I didn't. Okay, so there is your flower that will go on top of here. So what I'll do then is I will glue here to fasten this around. And then I will pop this down to hold it. And just go around. And what I'll do is I will like twist this in here so it's not even. And then what I'll start doing is to build it up. I'll go under each layer and I'll start forming it. And don't worry about these stringies, you can pull them off then. And I'll just keep turning it around here. This way it holds your flower in place. And now that I have all the stringies, I'm gonna yank them off. I don't know, this glue is more stringier than before. I know, I'm going to have to look for some different ones. It comes off though, and you can make it pretty. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll open the card again to make sure. So this time I think I'll have the card go like this. And I'll figure out where I'm going to place these leaves. And then lay it down. Truthfully, I could go like this too, so it opens up. Hey, maybe I like it like that. I don't know, what do you think? Should I keep it up or over? The main thing is I got to make sure it fits in an envelope. That's another thing. Because an A2 size envelope, I better judge it. See, that wouldn't have fit in the envelope. That's why I do it like that too. But it does look cute. There we go. Okay, so there's where I have to glue it. Whoopsie. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put my glue in the center here. Make sure that I'm opening from the top. Lay it down. And you want to put any accents. I got these also from the Hobby Lobby. These little tiny little ladybugs, which I thought added a little cuteness to it. I'll dab a little glue in there. And I'll add that onto my leaf. And then put a little word on. And then I take my shimmer brush and I go and shimmer my petals. This has like a gold shimmer on it. And I just brush over it. Like this. No rhyme and reason. Just to get a little bling on my petals. And maybe a few on there that's stainless there. And I'll pop these again up and I'll just start crunching them to make it real life. And the next thing is I got these Holtz stickers, which I really like them. And I will look for something. I'll put it Stay Strong on here. and add it on. And they have self-adhesive, and it's pretty strong self-adhesive. And the card's finished. I leave the cards with blank so I can write inside of them what a note. And I will know it will fit in my envelope. And that's how I make them. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you try it, because it is a fun project. And like I said, it don't take very long to make. And everybody seems to like them. Thank you for looking at my video, and I would like you to subscribe and like my videos, and maybe I'll continue. Well, I probably will continue making more videos since you are asking for them. And thanks again.